Hello everyone. Uh, Today we are going to talk about the disruption in pharmaceutical industry. Without delaying, I actually begin by talking about the pharma industry. It is a huge industry across the globe. It has a branch of healthcare which deals with the development, manufacturing, and distribution of medication and drugs. It is a highly regulated industry with stringent norms, since this can directly affect the health of the crowd, and we all are important factor for this industry. There is a wide array of laws to regulate patenting, testing, safety, and marketing of drugs. Pricing of pharmaceuticals is a major challenge for the health sector, and it is very important to know that this sector is essential to healthcare as well, because pharmaceuticals are sometimes the first line of defense against illness and disorders like we saw in the COVID times. The global pharmaceutical market produced treatments for 1,228.45 billion in 2020 and showed a compound annual growth rate of 1.8%. Also, talking about the Indian pharmaceutical industry, it plays a prominent role in the global pharmaceutical industry, and it ranks around third worldwide for production by volume and 14th by value. The nation is thus the largest provider of generic medicines globally, occupying a 20% share in global supply by volume, and is the leading vaccine manufacturer globally. The pharmaceutical industry in India offers 60,000 generic brands across 60 therapeutic categories. So it's a big thing, and it has enabled companies by their price competitiveness and good quality have made global mark with 60% of the world's vaccine and 20% of generic medicines coming from India. Now my colleague will take this forward.
Pharmaceutical industry in India. India is one of the largest producers of generic drugs and is home to rapidly growing and continuously evolving pharmaceutical industry. The contract is has a very high regulatory framework and has a well-established network of contacts and clinical research and organizations. Major players in the country are Cipla, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's Laboratory, and Lupin. The industry is under severe pressure owing to the strong competition from foreign players and also stringent regulatory norms. The pharmaceutical sector has come under fire for problems with drug quality and safety, as well as worries about unethical behavior of clinical trials. India. India's pharmaceutical business is anticipated to exceed $100 billion by 2025 after experiencing a rapid expansion in recent years. So the industry is going to expand and grow.
So the topic disruptive innovation, it's something that's gaining traction over these days or over these years and has been discussed, with a hype, I would say. So it's a term that's being coined by Clayton Christensen, a Harvard Business School professor, in his book, The Innovator's Dilemma. And the disruptive innovation can be defined as a process by which a new product, process, or technology disrupts an existing market or technology. So this displaces established market players and establishes a new market or an industry. Disruptive innovations have the potential to open up new market entry points for startup and established businesses, stimulating innovation and expansion. Disruptive innovations frequently target underserved or ignored customers, and as they develop over time, they eventually outperform the current option, shifting the market in favor of the disruptive innovation that has come up. Due to their resistance to change and preoccupation with preserving their current business model, established businesses may find it difficult to adapt to disruptive innovation. And some of the examples of disruptive innovation, as in, can be streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, and all the OTT stuff, and also personal computers, ride-sharing companies like Uber and Ola, and also mobile phones. So disruptive as a innovation as a topic has been discussed, and this discussion has been going for quite a long time. Because this disruptive innovation has the capability to disrupt an established business house as well as a startup in their core competency to come up with an innovative solution that will empower the adopters of that particular service, product, or technology. In the initial stages, the adoption of this particular innovation might be difficult due to the cost, the price constraint. But over the course of time, the adoption of the technology uh, becomes, it becomes without it, we cannot survive. That's the stage it would be. So mobile phones would be a one good example. It disrupted the whole telephone industry. Initially, even though it was something seen as a tool, something, to talk to a person in a distant place, but rather it disrupted the way we look at the computers because whatever information or anything what we want, if we want to connect with a virtual crowd or something, we can take up the whole flip up our phone and just a few clicks, we can reach out to anybody, we can meet with people and stuff like that. That has empowered the masses to look up to anything. But here in this one, we have in our presentation, rather, our topic of discussion today is the disruptive innovation in the pharmaceutical industry. Because in the pharmaceutical industry is something with huge potential and has been undergoing a lot of change globally and also from an Indian perspective. Pharmaceutical industry is something we are indebted to, I would say, even though there are issues related to the pharmaceutical industry because something like a pandemic, they came up with kind of a solution in a very short span of time. In a few months, they came up with a vaccine, but rather think about it in the olden days, it'll be taking years. Many of the people will be wiped out from the face of the earth by that time. So definitely, some of the disruptive innovations, a possible disruptive innovation has been described here in this slide, which is biologics, gene therapy, 3D printing, and artificial intelligence. Some of these technologies has the capability to come up with personalized medical advices, some personalized solutions depending on the genetic structure, depending on that very person, rather than, coming up with a standardized product. So the potential of these technologies as a disruption, it's too early to comment, but few years from now, this would be rather part and parcel of our life and we would be looking up to it as something that's been here for quite a long time. So we look up to all this, as not as a disruptive innovation from a few years from now, but rather as something that has happened as the mankind progress over the years. That's it.
So the next disruption in pharmaceutical industry is the 3D printing. So 3D printing, which is also known as the additive manufacturing, is a process of creating the three-dimensional objects from a digital mode. The process involved building the object layer by layer using materials such as polymers, metals, ceramics, and then deposits material layer by layer to build the physical object. 3D printing technology has become increasingly sophisticated with applications in various industries, which includes aerospace, automotive, healthcare, including pharmaceutical and consumer products. Now we will look into the pharmaceuticals industry's potential of the 3D printing, which includes personalized medicines, drug development, drug manufacturing, and medical device fabrication, which will be then elaborate in the further slide. So now the application of 3D printing, which includes drug delivery, it has the potential to revolutionize drug delivery by creating personalized drug delivery system that can target specific areas of body, increasing the effectiveness of the treatment and reducing the side effect. Next, personalized medicines. It also has the potential to enable the personalized medicine by creating drugs that are tailored to a patient's specific needs. Now come to the next application of 3D printing, which is the tissue engineering. 3D printing is being used in tissue engineering to create complex 3D structures such as a blood vessel, skin, and even organs. The technology has the potential to revolutionize organ transplantation and improve the patient outcome. Now, the last application of the 3D printing is medical device fabrication. This technology is being used to create custom medical devices such as prosthetics and implants that are perfectly tailored to a patient's body. Now, coming to the advantage part, the first advantage is that with the help of 3D printing, it improves the drug efficacy. Now, the second advantage is the reduced manufacturing cost. 3D printing technology can also help in reduce the cost of manufacturing drugs by streamline the production process and reducing the waste. Now coming to the last advantage, which is the faster drug development. 3D printing technology can accelerate the drug development process by allowing for faster prototyping and testing. Now coming to the disadvantage portion, the first disadvantage is the regulatory issues. One of the main challenges of 3D printing is that navigating the regulatory landscape. 3D printing drugs and medical devices need to meet the same regulatory standards as a traditional manufactured products. And next, the quality control is also the disadvantage of the 3D printing. Ensuring the quality and consistency of the 3D printed drugs and the medical devices can be challenging. 3D printing is a complex process that involves multiple steps, and any errors or inconsistency during the printing process can lead to the defects in the final product. And the last disadvantage is that the 3D printing needs for the specialized equipment and expertise. Now, coming to the final part of the 3D printing is the conclusion. So 3D printing has the potential to be disruptive technology in the pharmaceutical industry with applications in drug delivery, personalized medicine, tissue engineering, and medical device fabrication. The future of 3D printing in the pharmaceutical industry is promising, with ongoing research and development in the field of further reduces manufacturing cost and increasing the speed and accuracy of the printing.
We'll be looking at how gene therapy would be one of the very important components in disrupting innovation within the pharmaceutical company. So the potential benefits of gene therapy are numerous and could revolutionize the treatment of various genetic diseases, including cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, and much more. However, gene therapy also possesses several ethical and safety concerns, such as the possibility of unintended side effects, the potential for the therapy to be used for non-medical purposes, and the risk of passing modified genes to future generations. Despite these concerns, gene therapy continues to hold immense promise for the treatment of genetic diseases, and researchers continue to explore new techniques and approaches to make gene therapy safer and more effective. So, now looking at what is the potential of gene therapy to disrupt the pharmaceutical industry. So, it has the potential for long-term cures. Gene therapy has the potential to offer permanent cure for certain genetic diseases, which could significantly reduce the need for ongoing medication and management of symptoms. This could disrupt the pharmaceutical industry's traditional model of developing and selling drugs that only treat symptoms. So all of us know that nowadays, when most of the medicines that are being sold, especially in the allopathic domain, cure the symptoms and not the disease. If we go on to physiotherapy or homeopathy, these kind of therapies do try to deal with the root cause of the disease, but usually the courses or the medications that are being given by the allopathic doctors are to cure our symptoms and not diseases. So gene therapy can actually work on the root cause of the disease, and can be really helpful to bring a different side of the pharmaceutical industry. Then coming to on to personalized treatment. Gene therapy is personalized treatment tailored to the patient's specific genetic makeup. This individualized approach could reduce the need for mass-produced medications and the associated costs of developing and disrupting them. Coming on to directly targeting the root cause of diseases, as I already discussed that gene therapy helps in curing the disease the from its root. So that is something that we are not being able to do and correct currently. So gene therapy targets the root cause, directly addresses the genetic defects that cause them, rather than just treating the symptoms. This could potentially render some traditional medications and treatments obsolete, disrupting the pharmaceutical industry's revenue streams. So, because of this, some of the treatments can become obsolete, and that is what we actually call disruption. Then, coming to developing new revenue streams, While gene therapy may disrupt traditional pharmaceutical revenue streams, it also presents new opportunities for the industry. Developing and manufacturing gene therapies requires significant expertise and resources, creating new revenue streams for companies that are able to successfully develop and market gene therapies. Thank you. Next slide, please.
Now talking about biologics, it is a class of medical products derived from living organisms such as animal, plants, or bacteria. They are large, complex molecules that are designed to treat a variety of diseases, including cancer, autoimmune disorders, and genetic diseases. Biologics are produced using advanced biotechnology techniques and are often highly specific and targeted to a particular cell or molecule in the body. Biologics can include a wide range of products such as antibodies, vaccines, gene therapies, and cell therapies. They are usually administered through infusion or inhalation, and are often used to treat diseases that are difficult to manage with traditional medications. One of the key advantages of it is their ability to target specific cells or proteins in the body, which can lead to more effective treatment with fewer side effects compared to traditional medications. It can also be personalized to an individual's specific genetic makeup, allowing for more precision and tailored treatment. Now, potential of biologics to disrupt the pharmaceutical industry are segmented into four areas: targeted therapies, personalized medicine, new treatment options, and high development costs. Now, talking about each of them one by one, targeted therapies. And those biologics are targeted therapies that can be designed to target specific proteins or cells in the body. This targeted approach can lead to more effective treatment with fewer side effects compared to traditional medications. Talking about personalized medicine, it can be tailored to an individual patient's specific genetic makeup, allowing for more personalized medicine. This could reduce the need for fit all medication and disrupt the traditional pharmaceutical industry's business model. Talking about new treatment options, it has the potential to offer new treatment options for previously untreatable or hard to treat conditions. This could disrupt it in this industry revenue streams by creating new market for pharmaceutical industries with the help of biologic therapies. Now, high development cost, developing and manufacturing, it's often more complex and expensive than the traditional methods. Therefore, this could create a barrier to entry for small pharmaceutical industries and startups, leading to increased consolidation and market dominance by larger players in the industry. So now my colleague will take this forward.
Now let's discuss about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI, refers to the ability of machines to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, such as learning, problem solving, reasoning, and decision making. AI is a broad field that encompasses a range of techniques and approaches, including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics. At its core, AI relies on the use of algorithms and data to teach machines how to perform specific tasks. Now let's look at the potential of AI to disrupt pharmaceutical industry. First, the drug discovery. By analyzing enormous volumes of data, such as genetic data, chemical compounds, and clinical trial outcomes, AI helps speed up the drug discovery process. Machine learning algorithms can recognize trends and forecast results, assisting researchers in more quickly and precisely identifying possible medication candidates. Personalized medicine. Using a patient's genetic profile, medical history, and other details, AI can assist in creating personalized treatment programs. By adapting treatments to individual needs, this can enhance treatment success and decrease adverse effects. Clinical trials. By finding eligible patient demographics, choosing the best dosing schedules, and continuously monitoring safety and efficacy data, AI can help increase the effectiveness of clinical trials. Clinical studies may take less time and money if this happens, resulting in quicker smart entry and clearance. Supply chain optimization. By anticipating demand, maximizing inventory levels, and spotting possible bottlenecks in the production and distribution process, AI can also enhance supply chain management. Now let's look at the challenges while using AI in pharmaceutical industry. First, the data privacy issues. AI needs access to a lot of data, including patient information, and findings from clinical trials. Yet, the availability and accessibility of such data may be constrained by privacy issues and laws governing their usage. Barriers to regulation. Because of additional regulatory issues raised by the use of AI in drug discovery and clinical trials, regulatory bodies may take some time to adopt these new technologies. Also, compared to conventional drug development, the approval procedure for AI-powered medications or treatments may be more difficult. The pharmaceutical sector needs specialized knowledge in data science, machine learning, and other technological fields in order to develop and apply artificial intelligence. The availability of qualified individuals with these talents is currently limited. The other is integration with current systems. Due to their complexity and requirements for interoperability, current drug development and healthcare systems must be integrated with artificial intelligence. Ethical issues. The application of AI in healthcare raises ethical issues. Just like any new technology does, concerns concerning bias in AI algorithms, for instance, as well as the use of AI for medical diagnosis and treatment may arise. Thank you.